Michael Jordan is notorious for his ultra-competitive nature. Even when his private life is in tatters, it's on a whole nother level. Case in point, when Jordan split with Juanita Vanoy in 2006, it was the most expensive celebrity divorce to date. Vanoy walked away with the staggering $168 million, not to mention custody of their 3 kids and their Chicago estate.
I knew what I was getting into when I got married to Michael.
A few years later, the Bulls legend met his future wife, model Yvette Prieto, at a nightclub in Miami in 2008. In 2013, the couple tied the knot in a gorgeous wedding ceremony in Florida. Jordan did not skimp on splurging for the nuptials, with the event reportedly costing a jaw-dropping $10 million. An insider for the Miami Herald estimated around 2,000 people showed up to the after-party hosted at Jordan's palatial home. The couple didn't waste much time expanding their family, and Prieto gave birth to twin girls in 2014. Not looking to repeat the mistakes of his first marriage, Jordan had a prenup in place when he married Prieto. He was worth $650 million before they tied the knot in 2013, and he wanted to protect his assets. As reported by the National Enquirer, part of the prenup stipulated that in the case of divorce, Prieto would receive a staggering $1 million for each year they were married. That amount would substantially increase over time. The prenup between Jordan and Prieto not only guaranteed her $1 million per year should they call it quits, but that amount would increase to $5 million per year after 10 years of marriage. Both the NBA Hall of Famer and his second wife felt comfortable with the terms of their prenup.
Deal.
A source told the National Enquirer in 2013, Michael loves Yvette, but he won't let that interfere with his common sense and his money, like it did before. She can't imagine that they'd ever split up. Part of Prieto's confidence in the marriage came from the sway she had in the relationship. When they were engaged, the former model convinced Jordan to drive her 7 hours so she could visit his hometown. Jordan told ESPN for a feature story in 2013, "It's amazing what women can talk you into doing." Jordan was not the only celebrity to sing Prieto's praises, as she had a relationship with singer Julio Iglesias Jr. before meeting her husband. Iglesias once told Hola, "Aside from her beauty, which is obvious, she is loving, simple, and a very good person." Protecting his assets became even more important to Jordan as he sold his stake in the Charlotte Hornets in August, and his net worth skyrocketed to $3.5 billion. Originally, Jordan had planned on having a prenup with his first wife, but those plans fell through. In 1988, Juanita Vanoy became pregnant with Jordan's child. At the time, the couple had been dating for a few years, but there were no concrete plans for marriage, and the NBA superstar had not acknowledged that he was the child's father. Vanoy took matters into her own hands and contacted a lawyer. Attorney Michael Minton told the Washington Post in 2002, "She told me she was pregnant, unwed, and that the father of the child was Michael Jordan. She felt she could not get Michael's attention or cooperation or response without the retention of a legal representative." The couple were able to hash out their differences, and legal reps were working on a prenup before the pair tied the knot, as Jordan was already one of the biggest stars in the NBA. Apparently, Jordan and Vanoy became impatient with the process and decided to get hitched in Las Vegas in September of 1989. Minton told the Post, "I congratulated her and then reminded her that the prenup had not been signed. She told me to work on a postnup. The couple signed that postnup 18 months after walking down the aisle. Vanoy came out of the divorce with a fortune. She used part of that money to start her own boutique clothing business, Juanita Wear, which specializes in selling pre-owned luxury clothing and accessories. Vanoy was also a producer on the 2022 Broadway production of Some Like It Hot.